Welcome to your 10th grade orientation. What you will need: your transcript, copy of your registration form, and the copy of the A through G requirements.
Your transcript is your permanent, confidential record of all of the classes you have taken at ACHS and all of the grades you've received in those classes. Here's an example of a second semester freshman transcript with the grades and classes that were taken in the first semester, the current classes that are being taken now in the second semester, and the credits summary box in the middle.
This slide is your credit summary box in detail, which you will find on your transcript. There are 4 columns total. The first column is what is required for graduation. The second column lists the credits that you have already completed. The third column is the work in progress, and the final and fourth column is the credits that are still needed towards graduation. On this example, you will notice the KC test listed. At this time, the KC test is no longer a graduation requirement.
In addition to the 230 credits required for the diploma, there are also 2 proficiencies. The first is computer literacy, for which you can pass a test or take a class. The second is the algebra requirement. For that, you need to pass Math 1, Math 1B, or a higher math class.
This slide references the A through G requirements. These are the requirements that you need to meet in order to apply to a UC, Cal State, and most private universities directly after high school. Please make sure that you review this sheet at home with your parents. Also note, a C or better is the minimum grade earned.
This slide provides a breakdown of the graduation requirements and the A through G requirements. The biggest difference occurs in the foreign language and a visual performing art requirement. For graduation, you need any combination of 2 years of a foreign language, visual art, or career technical class. However, for A through G, you need 2 years of a foreign language alone, 1 year of a visual arts alone. The other difference, which is not on this slide, is the SAT and ACT tests, which you need to take in addition to meeting the A through G requirements to go directly to a 4-year university.
Perfect, that sounds good.
Within our home state, there are 23 California state universities, better known as CSUs, 10 University of California schools, better known as UCs, as well as private colleges. Should you choose to apply out of state, there are a number of private colleges and public colleges as well.
Now for the 10th grade course selection form. Please put your name and ID number at the top and make sure that your parents sign at the bottom. You will select 6 classes unless you are also taking a 0 period, then you will select 7. The first 3 categories, your teacher will need to recommend and initial the proper class placement for the following year. The first category is English. The options are English 2 College Prep, English 2 Honors, and if you're enrolled in the BADA Business and Technology Academy, you have either English 2 BADA or English 2 BADA Honors. For math, the options are Math 1, Math 2, Math 3, Math 3 Honors, Pre-Calculus, and Pre-Calculus Honors. For science, the options are Biology Lab CP, Biology Lab Honors, Biology AP, or if you're in the Ag Science Academy, you will either select Bio Honors ASA or Bio Lab ASA. The next category is PE, and the options are PE2, dance, weight training, marching band, yoga, or if you are participating in a sport, you will need to get your coach's signature. For social science, the 2 options are World Civ 2 College Prep or AP European History. For the elective category, please choose at least 2 or 3 choices. Indicate your number 1 and your number 2 choice. In the next slide, Mr. Takeda will review the elective options.
Here's a list of the electives available to you as a sophomore. Starting with agriculture, we have Ag 1 and Ag 2. We also have Ag Mechanics, Floral Design, Advanced Floral Design, and Ag 1 or Ag 2 as a 0-period class. If you're in the Ag Academy, you will be selecting the Animal and Plant Physiology 2 as your elective. Moving to the art department, we have visual art, which is a beginning drawing class. We have painting, AP Studio Art, if you've already been through visual art and painting, 3D sculpture, and digital photography. If you are in BADA, you'll be choosing multimedia as your elective. After this, we have the business department, where we have Microsoft Office, first semester, and Microsoft Advanced. We also have an AP Computer Science class that runs for the whole year, and a web design class. Moving on to Consumer and Family Sciences, we have Culinary Foundations, which is a beginning cooking class, and Developmental Psychology, which studies the development of humans from birth all the way through death. You need to take developmental psychology if you're interested in becoming part of the Baby Scorps program during your junior or senior year. Next, we have Industrial Technology. You can take Wood 1, Wood 2, or the Computerized Aided Drafting, or Architectural Design. Coming back up to the top in the middle, we have the Music Department. We have Marching Band for 7th period, a 0-period stage band class, Symphonic Band, Mariachi, which fulfills the A through G requirement, and you do not need to know how to play an instrument before taking the class. We have Vocal Ensemble, which is a singing class, Concert Band, and Orchestra. Moving to World Languages. For those of you in Mandarin 1 this year, we have Mandarin Chinese 2. We also have French 1 through French 4 AP, German 1 through German 4 AP, Spanish 1 through Spanish 4 AP, and Native Speaker 2 through Native Speaker 4 AP if you are already fluent in Spanish. Under the non-departmental category, we have Yearbook. We have Writing for Publication, which is our own Stinger newspaper, online newspaper. We have Drama 1 and Advanced Drama 2. We have ASB, or Student Government, Renaissance, Peer Resource, Avid 2, Video Productions 1 and 2, IT Essentials, and Introduction to Networking, and ROP Office Aid. Please keep in mind that some of these selections require a teacher's signature for you to take the class. Actually, God just whispered in my ear and reminded me that ROP Office Aid is a mistake on this form and you cannot take until your junior or senior year. Going down to Social Science, you can take AP Human Geography for the year or AP Psychology, which is offered during the day and also as a 0-period class. Back up top on the right side is a list of all the sports offered here at Camarillo High School and whether they're offered first or second semester. In addition to the sports, you also see cheerleading and song leading. And as mentioned on the previous slide, you do need your coach's signature to be placed in one of these sports. Finally, ROP. Despite what I just said about Office Aid not being a choice, there are other ROP classes available for you to take even as a sophomore. If you're interested, please see Ms. Brugman in the counseling office. And finally, we do want to remind you to please make 3 elective choices on the front. Some classes are very popular with seniors who will always get the first pick, followed by juniors, and then you as sophomores, and freshmen being last. Regardless of what math level you are in next year, we want to remind you that community colleges want you to complete Math 3 before attending. Here's a list of some of the available chords you may earn here at Camarillo High School. Each chord has a different set of requirements, so please check with the elective teacher in the area that you're interested in or see your counselor.
This year, the NACAC College Fair will be held at the Camarillo Airport Wednesday, April 26th from 5:30 to 8:30. Representatives from UCs, Cal States, and private universities will be available. Financial aid information will be available as well. College entrance exams, information on this SAT and ACT, that will be there, and it is a free event.
Summer school. At this time, we do not know the specific details. However, we will be offering summer school at ACHS. After reviewing your transcript today, you may notice that you do need to take a summer school class to make up credits. We will have information soon. Please check in with your counselor.
Your job is to review your transcript to make sure there are no errors on it, to review the selections and complete the registration form with your parents, to please make note of the A through G requirements and the requirements needed for your high school diploma, to start thinking about your college choices and possible future career, and finally, to get signatures from your coach if you are playing a sport, and from your English, math, and science teachers.
Your registration forms will be turned in the week of March 27th through the 30th. Your English teacher will have the schedule. This is the time you will sit down with your counselor one-on-one to get your questions answered.
Certain English classes will be able to input their course requests through their student view. Instructions will follow. Entries need to be complete before you meet with your counselor.
Class of 2020, you have just completed your orientation. Now we will answer your questions. Thanks for listening.